How's it going? It's the West Side Speakeasy podcast and reaction channel right here with Moco Tattoo.
Tigre here. What's up, everybody?
Man, how's everybody going? Hey, dog, it's Thanksgiving, like 2 days.
Coming up. It's coming up, man.
It's coming up, dog. And me and Tigre were talking about how, like, hey, dog, honestly, fool, like, as Mexican Americans, dog, Chicanos, whatever you want to call it, like, we don't have that. That's not our pedo. Like, if you think about it, right?
Well, to be honest, we didn't really ever celebrate it. Like, I mean, Thanksgiving. I don't know how really we always in la casa se celebraba un día de gracia, which like we always turned it into like our own little thing, you know.
That's how I thought originally. That's what I thought it was, right? Like it was kind of like a day to be grateful.
Yeah, Def.
You know, like shit. Thanks, like so that we're here,
for your
dog.
Family, for like your health, for being alive and shit.
So me personally, in my household, I did like grow up like celebrating Thanksgiving, but like for that reason, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how about you?
Yeah, that's the same way. It was un día de gracia, way.
But in school, they taught us differently, right? Like.
Yeah, well, in school they taught us the whole like the Pilgrims and the fucking natives, right?
That there was like a whole dinner.
That there was they had like a feast together, supposedly or some shit.
But really, like, hey, gente, like honestly, like it really didn't have nothing to do with us because it was what the Wampanoag tribe, which was like in Massachusetts, I believe.
Boston.
In Boston? Okay, somewhere like in the East Coast.
Well, like, it was over there, Plymouth, Massachusetts, Boston, basically.
Me and Tigre were like. We're thinking they were like Nahual, but they actually weren't, dog.
Nah, they were just natives, like
Native American, but they weren't Nahual. So when I say Nahual, that's the people like the Aztecs, dog, that go back to our roots, which is, you know, Mexicans, dog. Like, you know, we're Mexican American.
Nah, I feel like they weren't Nahual, but they're kind of like primos almost, you know? Like, if you look at them, you know, like a lot of similarities, but obviously their own thing because they separated.
So kind of like Mexican Salvadorians.
Something like that, dog.
So we're still Latinos. We're still 100%.
Like the same, yep. That's how it was, dog.
That makes sense. So that's one thing. And then not only that, their enemy wasn't really our enemies. Well, when I say that, I mean with the Nahual, with the Aztecs, you know, they were going against Spain, which was the Castellanos. Castellanos?
The Castellanos at the time,
But that wasn't the Castellanos, dog.
Nope.
The Pilgrims were, I want to say English?
English, Brits.
They were they were British. So that was like the people that created America. What you want to call it? The colonizers. Colony, whatever.
The 13 original colonies. That's why our flag has the 13 stripes in it.
Yeah. And out of those, all 13 colonies, I want to say only a couple were Spanish, dog.
Where?
In those colonies, the 13 colonies.
No, over there, I don't think they were. I think they were all Brits in the beginning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But that being said, dog, like that's why I was telling Tigre, like, damn, like, so how should we celebrate it, dog? Like, I think we should just do it the way, you know, or we just give thanks, you know what I mean? As Mexican Americans, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I guess, you know, the English or like, you know, white folks, shout out to all my white folks out there,
Shout
all my white people.
Man.
Shout out to the black people out there too. But that being said, like, we kind of want to like touch on a little bit on that history, dog. Like,
okay, yeah.
And that being said, like I was telling Tigre, it was the Wampanoag tribe. It was the Wampanoag tribe. And apparently there was this one Indian named Squanto.
Yep.
Squanto so it kind of sounds like Spanto, but it's with the Q.
Yep.
Squanto. And I guess this fool helped them out, dog, when they first landed, right? Or something like that. I'm
not sure. I know that the whole thing was like the first celebration. It was because the natives had taught the Pilgrims how to farm. Fool, like they didn't know how to work the land over here when they got here. So when they first landed, supposedly, it was bad for them, fool. Like half of them died right away as soon as they got here because they were just so weak and they were starving to death.
I want to say it was like maybe winter when they got there too.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't that, they were weak as fuck.
They were still weak just from the boat ride over. So
Squanto probably came in playing at this point.
I think he was a little bit afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit afterwards. But the point was that they had taught them how to like work the land. And then the next year, when the land, they actually like, they harvest food the next year. That's when they had the first supposedly Thanksgiving where it was like a 3-day festival.
What was it, like 1621, I believe?
Yes, the first one. Yep, 1621. Which, think about it, that's even before the United States was the United States.
No, it wasn't even
like
thought
100 years.
It wasn't even thought of, dog.
Yeah, because we didn't become a country till 1776.
Yeah, that's true.
So imagine that was like 1621. That's over 100 years, you know?
Damn,
like 100.
The whole fucking century.
Like 150, like 120 century, years, right? Almost 150 years before we turned the country.
So that's true what he was saying right there. The Wampanoags, like their chief or the main fool was like, I want to say was Massasoit.
Yeah.
That was his
Chief
name.
Massasoit, yep.
And then I believe he was kind of aiming more towards like being like civil.
Yeah, he kind of felt bad for them. And they said like when he saw them in the beginning too, you know, like they were starving, they were all like weak. So he kind of was like, damn, look, you know, like they're gonna die and shit. They don't know what they're doing. Let's kind of help them, you know.
Which to a certain extent, like
that's how
it kind of like goes. We could relate as
so
Raza,
much, dog. So
because
much.
It was the same way where the Spanish came, and they did that.
There was a lot of times when they were weak. We could have attacked at them and just took them out, but chose
to be civil and
chose to be
diplomatic.
Civil.
You know what I mean?
And ended up biting us in the ass, just like it bit them in the ass too.
So definitely the Native Americans up north, like in the U.S., for example, the Wampanoag, it happened the same way with them. You know what I mean? They try to be civil. That was Chief Massasoit.
Yep.
But all right, so I was gonna tell you guys a little quick story. Believe it or not, dog, Chief Massasoit's son, he was one of the first to go against like the Americans before they were really even Americans, dog. It was King Philip. That was one of his sons. It sounds weird, right? Going from Chief Massasoit to King Philip.
Okay. So the chief started like kind of naming his kids like American names, or what?
He was almost kind of like I said.
They were Americanizing him and shit.
So. The British, they came with that same, besides trying to come up on land, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, even with the Spanish, dog, their whole point was to take over, dog. Let's be real, dog.
Conquer new lands.
But besides that, it was religion. So, but what I'm trying to say is that the Wampanoag, Chief Massasoit, I think he was already trying to, like, not blend in with them, dog. Like, maybe I guess he was.
We're neighbors. Let's keep the peace.
Yeah, but he was kind of adopting
some of their
ways. So he even named... I think a couple of
his kids. Okay.
The other one was like Alexander, dog.
Oh shit.
So eventually, when Chief Massasoit passed away, his son King Philip and his other brother, they took over, right?
Yep.
And I want to say Alexander was the one that was like in charge.
Okay.
But somehow he died, which was like a whole nother issue. It was like mysterious, dog.
Yeah.
Maybe it was King Philip. Maybe it was a maniac.
He wanted to be the fucking leader.
I mean, he was okay. So King Philip is like one of the first revolutionary, like.
He fought against who? Who did he fight
against? The Americans, dog. Against the British, dog. He was like the first enemy, dog. People really don't know that shit, dog. But. And I believe that's what I'm saying. He probably took out his own brother, fool. Honestly, I mean, who knows, fool?
Yeah, who knows?
Or maybe it was the white man, fool, the colonizers, the Pilgrims. But what happened was that they killed about 3 Wampanoag natives, fool, the colonizers, fool, the Pilgrims, because that they were spying on King Philip.
Okay.
But what happened was that King Philip kind of felt some type of way, like as in like, look, dog, we got our own courts. Like it's kind of like,
why'd you guys kill my people? Like those are my people. I take. Yeah. I'm the jury on them. I punish them, not you guys.
And he was kind of tripping on that, and that's when he figured that, you know what, we can't live amongst these fucking people, dog.
Okay, so he kind of jumped it off.
Yeah, he did jump it off. He did 100% jump. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of that little war, I don't know how long exactly it was. They were fucking them up, dog.
They were winning, huh? Yeah.
No, they were winning because they were doing first of all, it was their land, fool.
They know it better than the other people. Yep.
It's kind of like the whole Vietnam shit. You know, like
you said booby traps, you could hit them when they're not expecting it, a bunch of shit.
Like, dog, like, you know,
home court advantage. Everybody always says.
You know your city more than anybody.
Everybody always says home court advantage.
So they had that. Not only did they have that, fool, they were like skilled at whatever they had. They had like spears, fool, and tomahawks. I'm not sure exactly what a tomahawk is.
It's it's the tomahawk, fool. That's like that has it's almost a hatchet. You know what a hatchet is?
I know what a hatchet is.
Yeah. It's a tomahawk like that.
Oh shit.
Those are tomahawks.
And then they had bow and arrows, obviously.
Yep.
And what they were good at was fucking sneak attacks, fool.
Yeah.
So they would ambush these fucking gavachos.
Yeah,
fool.
what they call guerrilla warfare.
And I guess the gavachos were still like on all. Have you ever seen those movies, fool, where they'll like line up?
Yeah.
Boom, and start blasting each other.
They just stand there,
Stupid.
Everybody, and then boom, when you get hit and shit.
They weren't on that tip.
That
fool.
shit crazy.
And I'll give these natives like some props. Fool.
Just think about that though, fool. That's a crazy motherfucker too, dog. To just stand right there like a fucking dumbass.
But I want to say those Pilgrims were always drunk, fool. They were probably always drunk.
Well, the thing is too, I remember hearing that like back in the days, all the like a lot of the water, it wasn't good, fool. Like it was like tainted and shit. So they would make wine out of it, like so it could like kill the bacteria and be drinkable.
Yeah. So there's even this one story, fool, before we like end this little war or whatever, that the fucking Pilgrims, the white man, were like walking around. They stopped and they started like picking berries and shit, fool. And it was like a famous little
a little skirmish that happened.
Skirmish that they had, fool. But what do you call it? An ambush, fool.
Okay.
And then they got ambushed, so they lost that battle. But at the end of the day, not only did they come back, what happened was they just hit up enemy tribes, fool. Because there was already enemy tribes kind of like trying to learn their ways. The Wampanoag did.
Just like the other side where they're like, there's like the Tezcal people or the Texcoco riding with fucking Cortez and them and shit.
Yeah, which is,
the Tlaxcala people, yeah.
Yeah, and what Tigre is talking about right there is with the Aztecs.
Yeah,
that was a whole nother story, very similar stories.
Almost the same exact shit.
It is the same. It's the same. No, it is the same.
That's crazy, 100%. Like literally the same shit. You got other tribes helping the fucking Pilgrims, like.
And not only that, they also, I didn't know this too, but they also had got hit, fool, with disease.
Oh yeah.
They were also fucked off with like.
Not only that
shit,
though,
fool.
didn't they say there's a story about a translator too that goes that the fucking English take him like prisoner and he learns fucking English?
Squanto.
Oh, that was
Squanto. That was Squanto. So Squanto, the one that knew English, that helped him, was the reason why he even knew English was because he was a fucking slave.
They took him as a slave.
Just like Aguilar and fucking with the Aztecs.
That's
or
crazy.
The Mayan.
Like a mirror, that shit's a mirror to itself, fool. Like exactly, almost the same shit.
And that's why some natives, fool, I feel like they do feel some type of way, on white folks, dog, like on the white people and shit.
Yeah.
Because they did the same thing, fool. You know what I'm saying? And anyways, as far as King Philip, he eventually died. The Pilgrims cut his head off, put him like on a stake, fool, right there in Plymouth. I forgot what state.
Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, right there. And they had his head up for like 20 years, fool, probably rotted maggots. And it was just a reminder to let all the Wampanoag know.
They put his head on a stake?
Yeah, or on a fucking...
one of those stake things.
Yeah, just like in the movies where you pull up to the city and you're like,
well, fucking...
They already got skulls and shit, dog.
Like what Genghis Khan used to do and shit.
So yeah, fool, and after that, it turned into a pretty much a genocide, fool. They unalived
so then obviously the Pilgrims, more people started coming and shit from more Brits started coming and then they just started attacking the shit, right?
Yeah, and their main excuse was because of King Philip, the fool that I'm saying that was going against the grain. That was like one of their main excuses as in why they're fucking taking out fucking these tribes, fool. So there was like 18,000 fucking Native Americans in that area. They killed all of them. They almost did. They took out like 40% of them, dog.
Nah, it had to be more.
Probably even more, and that the Wampanoag, 80%. The Wampanoag themselves, fool, they were almost like vanished, fool. So that's why they say like whenever you seen like little like skits or on these Native Americans on how they really don't like celebrating, Thanksgiving. That's why
would they, dog? Imagine.
Yeah, pretty much it's like they had one peaceful dinner. Oh, that's a whole other story, dog. That was a whole. Remember that story?
But the alternate story.
So there's another story.
A rumor. Yeah. Well, like who knows actually who happened? It's not a rumor. It's just another story that people say.
They're saying that the natives were never even fucking invited. Fool. That the Wampanoag were never invited. The reason why they even pulled up was because the white boys, the Pilgrims, they were fucking celebrating having such a big harvest.
Yeah. See, but I think that the only reason why I think the other story's real because. How would they harvest if they didn't know how? That the natives had to teach them how to harvest, dog. You get me?
No, but what I'm saying is that they were uninvited.
Yeah, but
as in they were partying so much and that they were drinking and popping their straps.
Yeah. But my thing is like if the natives taught them how to work the land since they didn't know, it's obvious that like if you get a good harvest, dog, you're gonna invite the people who taught you. You get me? Like,
True.
You're gonna be like, hey, you guys taught me how to work the land. I got all of this.
Oh,
Come be with me. So like that's why the other story
that could make sense
you
too.
See what I'm saying? Like. That's what I was thinking.
So the story that I'm talking about is that they were blasting their straps up in the sky and that the fucking Wampanoag heard it. And that they were like, oh shit. And they thought that there could have been a chance that another tribe was attacking them. So they came to back them up only to find them feasting.
Okay.
So since they found them feasting, I think they even brought like about 5 deers.
Yes.
What's that meat called again?
Venison.
Venison.
Yep.
So that's another thing that how does it that turkey is like one of their main, you get me?
And it's been like that for a long time. Yeah. We always do the turkey.
Fucking cranberry stuffing,
sauce and fucking, what is it? Pumpkin pie.
And collard greens and whatever.
Mashed potatoes, fucking macaroni.
Yeah, all that shit, dog. But in reality, dog, they said that they were probably eating more than likely with like whatever was made, fool, which was there's a stew called Three Sisters, dog.
Okay.
Which
Never heard of that.
Corn, wild rice, I want to say.
Okay.
And squash.
Okay.
And that's like it was like a stew that they'll mix, and sometimes they'll put like a protein, which was probably like
the venison.
The venison, yeah. But I guess turkey is a big possibility. There was turkey there though.
Okay. Because there was possibility. There was wild turkey, right? Yeah, there was wild turkeys.
Look, remember, people, we said this in a previous podcast that cows, chickens, and pigs, they were not from the Americas. right? They're what are they called in old world or new world?
They're old world. They come from the old world.
So that
wasn't here.
So, hey dog, like these Native Americans, fool, honestly, I can understand how they were fucking swole, fool. How healthy they were, fool.
Just how healthy they are. Think about from the Native Americans down to the Aztecs to the Mexica. Wait, all of them, their bodies were the same. Like slender and like cut as fuck, dog. Why? Because they were eating nothing but natural shit. Everything was natural.
Trip out, people.
Everything.
Because really in the Americas, there was only turkey.
Dog, 6 packs, all of them food cut like just
venison.
Deer,
buffalo,
rabbits,
fish.
Yep, fish.
They were eating berries, dog. Wild rice and beans and whatever. Like they were literally eating off the earth, fool.
Dog, that's why everybody was such like in good shape and shit.
And I would say like probably the only carb that was the corn, right?
Corn maybe, but it was natural corn, fool. So I'm pretty sure not like the one we have now. You give me like actual natural corn that like that shit was it was good for them too.
Yeah, they had like a blue corn, fool.
I'm pretty sure it was protein for them too, dog. I'm pretty sure their corn. It wasn't no GMO in that shit.
So, which to a certain degree, dog, hey, dog. So the Mexicans that are over here in the U.S., over here, we're in Los Angeles, we're in L.A. So out here, a lot of like raza food, like they treat Thanksgiving kind of more like tamales, fucking pozole.
I think a lot of us treat it as a Dia de Gracia.
What else do we eat that?
I think everybody treats it as a Dia de Gracia. Champurrado a little bit,
like definitely.
Hell yeah.
Atole.
Everything.
All that good shit. Mole. You know what I mean? Yep. So it's crazy because if you think about it, we're actually probably eating more what they were eating
closer
1621
to
for sure.
Least,
no, they were eating for sure like corn.
Like corn and all that.
Fucking like tamales and shit, fool.
Yep.
Like with the masa
tortilla,
and all that.
Yeah, tortilla, all of that shit, yep.
But yeah, people, so let us know, man. Let us know what you guys think, man. As far as, raza, for those that are tapping in, that are, like either Chicano or maybe you're even Mexican. Like, do you guys celebrate it?
Yeah, how do you guys celebrate it? I know in Mexico, Thanksgiving is not a national holiday.
I'll say, mom's is from Michoacan, dog, and I want to say they didn't celebrate it, fool.
Yeah, I know, like, it's not a national holiday like over here, Maybe. Now, I'll probably say maybe like the Frontera with TJ, maybe, because, they're a lot more Americanized
and
in
the
Frontera. Just because it's San Diego right there and all that. But I know, like, over there, it's not like a day that everybody gets off and shit.
We should have asked your tío, fool. The one, was it from Zapopan?
Yeah, Zapopan, yeah.
You should be like, hey, tío, like, you fucking...
¿Ustedes celebran allá, güey? No, vamos a celebrar, amigo.
Yeah, they got Cinco de Mayo, no?
Their independencia is in September. The real independencia is in September.
Is that right?
Yeah, and Mexico's independence is, I want to say, September 15th. I want to say it's the 15th of September, though.
So...
Cinco de Mayo is La Batalla de Puebla. It's a battle we had against, I want to say America.
Hey, but me and Tigre were saying that, and this is the last part as far as like, Thanksgiving and the controversy behind it, basically, dog.
Yep.
Like, so it really did turn into a holiday into the 1800s.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
A lot of people think it started with this little fucking peaceful dinner with
a lot of people think it started when the country started in 1776.
They also think that too with George Washington, because I think they beat the British in some battle. I don't know, but that was mentioned. You're right about that.
Yep.
So it was 1621. They said it was that time, but
that was the first. Yeah, when they helped them harvest, that was the first. They kind of
came up with that story, but that's not when it started. Then it's like Tigre says,
1776 when we turned into a country.
When they turned into a country, George Washington, there's like documented some shit.
Yep.
That's not true. That's not the beginning of it.
No, that's not when it was a national holiday.
So the third one is in 18 some shit, dog. What
1861, I want to say.
Is when Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yep, he made it a national holiday.
So apparently there was like some chick that I want to say it was like the one that made that one story. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Is that a song or
it's a nursery
book?
rhyme? It's a nursery rhyme. Yeah. It's a nursery rhyme.
Apparently, I'm not sure if it was that exactly, if I'm right. If it was
I kind of heard something like that.
And that she would write the president, and that the president eventually was like, you know what, yeah.
That she wrote to him like, we should make Thanksgiving a holiday. A national holiday, yeah,
and he did. Everybody. But if I was telling Tigre, like, you think about it, it's really like... it's a long time ago, but it's only 100, like
150 years ago? 1861, think about it. 1861.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's about
150, 160
like
years
150,
ago. Not even 200 years ago, though.
So then after that, that's when it turned into like a
national
holiday. But we were saying that it was more of a economical strategy on making money, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like
this economy, the United States economy, homie, always trying to suck the dollar out of you.
Yeah, like another reason
to spend money.
To spend money, dog.
Think about it. Every month. From January to December, bro, we have fucking
What,
something.
Valentine's, Easter,
Cinco de Mayo,
New Year's,
fucking 4th of July, fucking every single month. And Valentine's
like there's
Day.
a reason where you gotta like, oh, I gotta buy flowers.
I gotta
for my
buy
girl.
something. I gotta
buy gifts. So that's another thing where it's like, damn, dog, like this whole entire like turkeys and that fucking
Pinche
feasting,
gastadero de dinero, viejo.
that's another reason, dog, where I do believe that it could be something like that, dog. Kind of like a strategy, you know, another holiday to make some money, dog.